It is Sunday, September the 7th, 2025. Um, it's been a long weekend for me, guys. Just wanted to hop on here. This is just going to be a being real episode, and that's exactly what it's going to be. Had a lot of stuff going on here at home, a lot of changes that kind of happened unexpectedly, quickly at home. So I've been having to deal with that and literally reconfigure the way we do things around here. Um, Literally for the first time since 2000, and no, not 2000 anything. For the first time since 1999, I'm in the home with only one child. So that's way different. Of course, that's my youngest, a 14-year-old. Um, and so we've been adjusting and trying to make plans, and because you just have to redo everything, and um, I've got a lot of rearranging to do even in the home. Um, a lot of cleaning to do in the home because people will move out, and there's that move out nastiness that they leave behind, and um, they don't clean up themselves. So I'm having to take on that on my own. Um, but yeah, so the older children are out of the house. So it's me and the youngest here now. So, yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out here in my bedroom and figured that I'd just get on here and do a little segment. As far as the being real with Rebi Amaris little show, I don't really have a schedule for that, so to speak. So it's not right now. I mean, it's not a only on Sunday thing or only on Wednesday thing. It's pretty much just going to be, when I don't know, when I feel that there's, maybe a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of little things that I can, you know, push together into a little show, or something like this where um, don't have, you know, I have things that, but don't get me wrong. I have been keeping up with everything, and will be coming back at you next week. Hopefully, I'll be back to where I can, make more of a schedule for things next week. Um, but there are several things that I do definitely have on the agenda for different videos. A lot of stories that continue to grow and evolve. And so I need to update on those. But like I said, I'm just kind of taking this weekend to kind of clear my brain, because my brain right now has got just a lot of stuff stirring around in it. Um, but anyway, I hope all y'all have had a great weekend and got to do all the things that you wanted to do and have been doing them and did them in a safe way and came out for the better. Um, but yeah, there is also one video that I'm going to be doing. I may do it this week, however, it also may get thrown over into next week. It's a pretty detailed. I've been doing a lot of research on a particular subject that, unfortunately, a lot of my videos here lately have been centered around. So I've been really digging in, and I've compiled a lot of information. And so that's something that I plan on putting that out. But since it is, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn off the notification thing on my little Amazon Fire tablet that I'm using here to make this video. That's another thing. Like people say, oh, well, why do you always talk behind your little flashing avatar that pulsates? Well, because I'm not a makeup all the time girl. Like I don't put on makeup every single day of the week. And even sometimes when I do put on makeup, by the time I get, settled where I can do my videos, it's not, it's worn off. So that's another thing that I'm going to get better on this. Something that I am also going to be doing is in getting everything back the way that it needs to be in the home now. I'm going to be setting up a little area for me to actually do my videos because right now I don't have a place to do my videos. I either do them in my room or I go outside and do them, but most of the time, it's wherever I happen to be sitting and I can flip on my little avatar and go about it that way. But that is something that I also am going to be fixing up is a little spot for me to um, do my YouTube videos so I can do more of the, where you're actually looking at me speaking and watching all my hand movements and my eye movements. I talk with my, not just with my voice, but I talk a lot with my hands and with my face. So I think they tend to be more enjoyable when I do it that way. But hey, one thing that, in taking this time to just kind of rest and reset over the weekend, I'm really getting into these stealth camping videos. Now, I love camping anyway, and so I'm constantly watching camping videos about new tents and new little apparatuses to use while you're camping. They'll make it, easier. To camp, like the little stoves and the lights and the fans and the heaters and the cool little cots and all the little, just everything. I mean, it's crazy the amount of stuff that they have come up with now. And so I love to camp. I really do. I'm not, I'm kind of, it's good that I had all boys, because I am that female who, yes, do I love my nails and my jewelry and my Coach purses and my hair and my makeup and my clothes. Yes, I do. I love all that. But I also love to be outdoors. I love to camp and go, mud riding through creeks and, do all that kind of outdoorsy stuff, going on hikes, things of that nature. I love the outdoors as well. Um, there's, a lot of one thing that I'm planning on doing, like I have my huge magnolia trees in the backyard that are like over 100 years old. And I mean, they're huge. Like you could literally build a huge tree house in the bottom of one of them. I mean, you could, and when I say tree house, like you could probably have 3 or 4 rooms. The limbs are so big, but that's, one thing that I am planning on doing. I'll take y'all back there and show you those one day when I'm doing a video during the day. But, we got a lot of stuff that we got to get fixed up in the house. I've got doors that we got to be put back up that are literally laying on their side. My bedroom isn't even usable right now as a sleeping room because we had one of our magnolia trees. We've had a lot of storms, a lot of really bad storms here the past couple of years, but one of the limbs poked up under the roofing tiles, I guess, and kind of poked in, and so got a little leakage problem. And of course, that happened right over my room. And in the area above my window, it continues to grow like fuzzy mold over the windowsill. So we've got to get all of that fixed up, get all that damage taken care of, and get my, get the little fuzzy green mold, get the bleach out, bleach down all the walls and repaint them, whatever we need to do before I can even move back into my own room. Yeah, it's great. But anyway, got, stuff like that to do. But yeah, going to set up a little area for my temporary YouTube studio. Um, there's a lot of things that I had in the plans to get done over the next couple months, and due to the changes that have happened so abruptly, those didn't get done, and they are things that I cannot do by myself. So those will get done, as I can get them done and when I can get help over here and all that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, yeah. And I've been watching, keeping up with all of the different stories that like I said, that continue to grow and evolve, and they are doing just that, continuing to grow and evolve, and new stories coming up as well. And you just start to wonder when you can have something, well, when is something good? Like, when is something good going to happen? And so that's why I've been watching the stealth camping videos, because those videos, they don't cause me any anxiety. I have problems with anxiety. I take medication for anxiety. It is so bad. I mean, I will literally become incapacitated. My anxiety could be so bad. But these videos, camping videos, and now like the stealth camping videos, definitely, like, I'm like, okay, they might cause anxiety for the guy that's doing the video. I'm sure that some of these places that these guys have camped, yes, I'm sure that they had a lot of anxiety while they were doing that video. But for me, watching it, I'm just like, oh, that is so cool. Oh my gosh. One, a couple of my favorites, like there's, I think it's Northwestern Wind, something like that. He's a pretty good one. And Camping with Champion, he's a really good. I mean, both of those guys, their personality, they have a great personality. And you're seeing the camping video, but also their personality is it's just great. Okay. It is just great. And they get themselves into some situations sometimes. But yeah, those are two of my favorites. And another one is, of course, Steve Wallace. And then there's another one, he's in Canada. Um, Van City. I'm not sure the whole name of the channel. I'm going to put, like, in the description box for this video, I'm going to put a link to all their channels anyway, because just in case, you might wonder, what is stealth camping? Out in the open, but invisible. Okay, you're camping in areas where you should not be camping, and you're doing it so stealthily that you are not, nobody realizes you're there. Like, for instance, in one video, like a couple of big bushes, and they're hiding up here at the building with their packs and everything on. And they literally, when there's no cars passing by on the road, they shoot up under the two bushes and set up camp. Stuff like that. I mean, you're basically camping in spots you're not supposed to be in, and you're doing it in a way where you hopefully will not be seen. It's really cool though. And then they also, most of them also do some regular camping videos as well. But they will camp in some crazy places. I mean, some really crazy places that, I'm just like, wow. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So I'll make sure that I put their channels in the description box for this video as well. And of course, my obsession that I have with Great Britain and the royals, that comes from my sister. She even literally, to the point that she got married at 11 a.m. Yeah, that's, when do you ever hear of a wedding at 11 a.m.? Well, I will tell you why, because all royal weddings are held at 11 a.m. Yeah, so I get that from her. Like, I remember staying up all night long watching Princess Diana and Prince Charles get married way back in what was it, 1980, 1981. We stayed up all night long to watch that. So yeah, I got that from my sister. So of course I watched she was the American Viscountess or something like that, but they are overseeing the Mapperton estate over there, and they are Montagues, which is, I think, so cool. the Montagues and the Capulets, Shakespeare and all that. But I mean, I love watching them because it's just really cool. I mean, they've got this whole huge estate that is it goes back so many years, hundreds of years. And, they literally know the whole history of every different family that has lived in the home or on the estate or whatever. And so they really, I mean, it's crazy, but it's really cool. So I've been watching them a lot. But yeah, and we're getting close to Halloween. And yes, my favorite time of the year is Halloween. I love Halloween. I love scary movies. I love spooky movies. I love ghosty shows. I love all of it. Yeah. Like I said before, people walk in the house and like, girl, you forgot to take all of your Halloween decorations down. And I'm like, no, it's Christmas. I'm like, no, 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 that's just my house. Because I have skulls everywhere. There's skull stuff everywhere. There's skulls. Uh, there's Mardi Gras thing. It's yeah. My sister lived in New Orleans for over 20 years, and so I would go in the summertime, and I would go stay with her for weeks at a time. And yes, I got a lot of that into me as well. So there's a lot of Mardi Gras influence there, and yeah, I mean, it's just you just have to know me and just see it. I mean, that's just the way that it is. But yeah, people are like, gosh, there's skulls everywhere. So I have scared a few people. There have been a few people that have not come to my home necessarily like out of friendship, but like it's something where, okay, like a technician for something, where you're like your cable's messed up and the technician's got to come. I've scared a few people. They've actually, wondered, is she gonna put some type of spell on me or something? So yeah, but I mean no harm. It's just my thing. My favorite color is black. I wear a lot of, now when I'm inside my home, it's not so much, but black, when you see me out, like dressed to go out of the home, I wear a lot of black, and that's just my thing. um, my hair color changes a lot because that's how I express myself. Some people do it with tattoos. I'm terrified of needles. I have horrible veins. I have been tortured by needles. I desperately want to be brave enough to get a tattoo, but I'm scared. I'm terrified. I love them. I love them. I'm all about tattoos. I will sit here if I'm bored and I will draw tattoos that I want to have put on my body. But like I said, I'm terrified of it. One day I will have the courage to do it. I know I will. Um, but yeah, so sometimes, I might have red hair. I might have blonde hair. I might have, there might be pink in my hair. There might be blue in my hair. You just never know. It's just according to, what kind of mood I'm in for that moment in time. Um, but hey, but yeah, since we're getting towards that Halloween, we're getting close. We're desperately close. We're almost to the beginning. Well, kind of. We just passed the beginning of September, but hey, time tends to fly very fast, especially when you have a lot to do. It flies too fast, and you find yourself not being able to get everything done that you need to. But you know, I am a procrastinator sometimes as well. I am. But I also am a great multitasker, and I totally believe in scheduling. Scheduling. Some people do not have to schedule their life. I have to schedule mine. I have to make lists. I have kept every what do you call them? The little books that you get them for the year. I guess day planner books. I have, and I won't throw them away because I will write information in them that's relevant at that time period. and it might be even, information that will be relevant in the future. And so I have literally kept everyday planner book since 2014. I have them in a bin. So yeah, that's just the way that I roll. But anyhow, I don't want to keep blabbing on. But I just wanted to let you guys know, yeah, just a lot of stuff going on. But because I normally am, putting out things every day, or every other day at the very latest. So hopefully next week we will. I mean, I still have a lot of stuff to do here in the house next week, but hopefully, as I get that stuff done, I will fall back into my other routine of getting things done and being able to get out my material and my content for you guys. So like I say, I always have to say, please, like the video. If you like the content and want more, please subscribe. It's free and it's the easiest and best way to support my channel. Make comments, share all the stuff that, YouTube likes, get us out there in the algorithms so that people can hear what we have to say. Get our education that we're trying to get out there, advocacy, all of that. There's a lot that we need to. There's a lot that we needs to be learned, and we need to get better at getting the things that we have learned out to the general public, so that hopefully we can stop some of these horrible things from happening before they happen. So, oh, and as I, I believe it was the last Being Real with Rebi Amaris that I did. I'll let you guys know I have created the Cash App for the Rebi Amaris channel. I have put up an Amazon wish list and also the Buy Me a Coffee. And I got talked into this one. I don't know how well this is going to do, but we actually have merch. We have merch. And the link to the Cash App, Amazon wish list, the Buy Me a Coffee, and our new merch is in the description box for the channel. Like I said, I'm all about the skulls, sugar skull, Day of the Dead stuff. So, a unicorn, unique animal, mystical, and all. That is kind of what I've kind of adapted as my little channel mascot, because I'm a big animal conservationist, and so you're gonna see a lot of those type things, animal print type things in any of the stuff that I do. But I check, the unicorn, and this unicorn, oh yes, it's a sugar skull unicorn. It's pretty awesome. But it also incorporates what I always tell you guys, that you are loved and I love you. So please go by and check out the merch. Got some t-shirts, some hoodies, uh, tumblers. Oh, and I did a blanket, because I don't know how many of you are this way, but I always have to have my cuddly blanket, even in the summertime, doesn't matter. So I did a nice cuddly blanket as well. So y'all go check out the merch if that's, if that's the way you want to go to help support the channel. We are a small channel, so we can't get monetized yet. But like I said, the quickest and the easiest way, and like I said, it's free. Just like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that's like the quickest thing though. All right, you guys. I think I've just rambled here for long enough. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And just remember, to have fun out there. Please, please, please be safe. And always, always, always know that you are loved. And I love you guys. Talk to you later. I love you guys.